Hello, welcome or welcome back to Wholesome and Natural Living. I'm Maudlin. Today, I'm going to tell you guys about my 7-day grape cleanse. And so, yes, so every spring, I do this grape fast or grape cleanse. It helps me kind of usher into the summer months where we're eating a lot more fresh whole fruits because you guys know I have a little garden in the back. And so just having this cleanse has been really helpful. This is I believe, my third time doing this, and it's been awesome. But first, I wanted to talk about what is the difference between cleanse and a detox because I do both. The main difference between a cleanse and a detox is that the detox sort of cleanses your organs. So, the organs that are responsible for cleansing the body, so the liver, the lymphatic system, your skin. So, when you do a detox, it's usually an herbal tea concussion where, did I say concussion? An herbal tea remedy blend of herbal teas that herbalists or you can put together yourself if you know what you're doing. Um, it is designed to target a specific organ. So some of the cleanses that I've done over the years are the Yaki Awaken 3 bitters. Very bitter. But I see some amazing results afterwards. I also love the Dr. Bobby Price cleansing. He has these, I think it's the 30-day or the 60-day detox. And so I cycle between these two. And let me tell you, it's amazing. Whether you do a 30-day or 3 months or something, I've done a 3 months. Um, it really helps to reset your taste buds. And so I highly recommend cleanses. I usually do them at the end of the holiday season, so at the end of the Thanksgiving, Christmas breaks, because that's when I consume more carbs, more like rice, pasta, breads. We don't eat meat, but I do eat the rice, I do eat the bread, I do eat the pastas, and I do it and I go overboard. So, um, so I'll do a cleanse at the end of the year. So I'll start maybe the day after Christmas. It aligns well with Kwanzaa for me, and so it's a time of reflecting and being intentional. And so I'll do a cleanse around that time. I'll do it for like 7 days because it ushers right into the new year. And I am Haitian, so we consume this soup Joumou, and it's a healing soup. I'll get into that at some point, but I make it vegetarian, and so consuming that on a detox really helps because you're just absorbing some nutrients and vitamins that are vegetables. So the soup Joumou is a calabaza, I think it's the Caribbean squash, and you puree it, and then you add all these leek and all these root vegetables. And mine is vegan, so pairing that with a detox really helps. So I'll typically do that until sometimes I'll do it for 7 days, and sometimes I'll do it longer. But it all depends on what my goals are. But for right now, so you know what a detox is. So again, it just detoxes. It supports the organs that are eliminating waste and toxins in the body. So you can focus on your liver. It's the best option because the liver is master detoxifier. And if it's your first time doing this, you want to make sure you talk to your doctors, because taking herbs and not doing your research does not put you in the best position. So you want to make sure you consult with your doctors if there are medications and other things that may react with these strong herbs, because some of them are very concentrated in these herbal blends. So you want to make sure you talk to your doctor, you do your research before you start any, regimen such as this. So why am I doing this cleanse? So now we're talking about cleanse. So a cleanse is not as intense as a detox. It's just a gentle sweeping of your gut. So, so the summer months, I tend to not overindulge like I do during the holidays, but I do sometimes. I'll do have an occasional pasta week or something like that. So this cleanse focuses on healing the gut and actually giving the gut time to heal and not breaking down like various food items that I would be eating. And so I find that one of my favorite fruits is grapes. And so there is this book that I read a while back. It's called The Grape Cure. It's written by this person, Johanna Brandt, and she did this in the early 1900s, like 1920 something, and it helped her get rid of so much of her ailments that when I read this, I said, "Oh, I really wanted to try this." So I've been doing a grape cleanse for I think 2 years now, and I look forward to it because it kind of eases me into the summer months to prepare me to eat watermelons and these other more summer fruits. And so, why grapes? I'm going to read a little bit because I did some research in preparation for this. So, typically, I use red grapes because, or any dark variety like black grapes. I typically do the reds and the darks and the black grapes over the green because the dark grapes have more antioxidant properties and they reduce inflammation. So that's kind of like what I'm looking for. Um, Grapes are, like I said, antioxidant and reduces inflammation. They are natural sugars. So what it means is that they provide energy while allowing your digestive system to rest a little bit. So you're not going to feel tired because the sugar that you're getting is fruit sugar. So it's natural sugar. Your body does not necessarily take a lot to digest fruits. And so I don't even think it needs the liver as much, right? So you can easily just, substitute, grapes for watermelon or any fruit that you like. But the point is to mono eat, right? You eat just that fruit for that entire duration. You can do 3 days, you can do 7 days, you can do a month. I have not done a mono fasting of fruits for an entire month, but I have done 7 days to about 3 weeks of eating grapes and watermelon. Just pick a fruit that you like. And so that's what that is. So I'm starting with grapes because, again, it's just a good way to usher me into the summer months to prepare me for the sweeter watermelon. And eventually in the summertime, I'll do a watermelon fast, like a week or something. And so why grapes? So antioxidant, natural sugars, water, and fiber. So grapes, very hydrating to the body and also has fiber. So it helps you to just have regular bowel movements and just overall hydrates the body. And it really does give the gut a break. So you're not breaking down food and you're able to just, eliminate bloating and other things and let the body heal itself. And when you start eating again, you'll definitely feel the difference and how you feel and how you sleep. One of the benefits for me is sleeping. When I'm on the fast by day 3, which is, I think this is day 3 for me today, I always feel so much better. Like I have no troubles falling asleep. It's so much easier to just get up in the morning when you're not feeling groggy and bloated. And so how do I do this? So I'll have this is my snack bowl. I had a bigger bowl this morning, so it may be about like 4 to 5 cups. So I'll take like a big glass bowl and then I'll have that in the morning with some tea, herbal tea sometimes. This morning was actually a little bit colder, so I did have some tea before I started eating my grapes. And then I'll have these little, this is a cup, a little bit over a cup maybe. I'll have these throughout the day. This is my second time eating, so I'll have something like this lying around to make sure I have it. And I'll have the big bowl. I'll have 2 bowls like this, and then I'll have another big one for dinner or something like around 5 o'clock, and then I'll stop eating. It doesn't really bother me that much. I enjoy eating grapes, so it's something that I look forward to. And I would stop eating at 5 to really give my gut, some time to like not break down anything. I typically would go to bed at 10, so that's about almost 5 hours of just not, also pairing the cleansing with intermittent fasting. If I feel a little tired or hungry, usually I'm not tired. If I feel like I need something, I'll just, have some tea before I go, but I'll have the tea like maybe an hour or two before. So I say all this because I would like to share some of the things that I'm doing as a person that wants to consume whole foods and has a channel called Wholesome and Natural Living, sharing some of the tips that I've been collecting and actually practicing throughout my whole 2.5 years of just transitioning from a the standard American diet to a holistic, more like whole fruit diet, and with a lot of intentions behind it, because the point is to heal, the point is to connect to nature, the point is to be wholesome. And so sharing my tips with you guys and what I've done, what I'm doing is part of my journey. And so if this resonated with you, I'm so happy. If it didn't, tell me what you're doing to reset throughout the year to give your body a break. I would love to know. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was interesting. I look forward to connecting with you guys in the comments, and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for taking the time to watch this. Bye now.